afraid about transactions. And what I mean by that is when I used to do these seminars back in the day, and I used to do a lot of them. I've done about 400 with my wife and a bunch of different business partners that I was working with at the time. And we used to always do stop chasing customers. And then we would say for real estate agents or for network marketers or stop chasing customers for whatever. Then a lot of the guys copied me, stole my marketing, and I called out a lot of them so they stopped using it. And I'm talking about big companies and big names you guys know, started using my stop chasing customers. So I went and bought the domain stopchasingcustomers.com. Because what I've learned about business owners is that they all do. When you don't have a system in your business for lead generation or sales or making any kind of transactional business, right? And you don't have any numbers to document this, and like so many calls come in, you talk to so many people, you make so many sales, you close a percentage of so many. If you don't have that, it's because you don't have a database of customers or clients or people that a network that you can sell to. You basically are just running around online or however you're doing it and chasing customers. Even I see people that do advertisement when they do the ad, it's almost like they're begging people to buy from them instead of saying, "Hey, this is what I have to offer. I solve your problem. Blah blah blah. Let's do that." Da, 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 da. So, what I really wanted to talk about a lot in this video is that if you're a business owner and you don't have a lead generation system or a system that creates customers or a system that brings in people to your business consistently, or don't have any kind of way of monetizing or being able to scale your business by looking at your numbers. If I can't even see numbers on your business, then you don't have a business, right? And I know I offend a lot of business owners when I say that if you're not making $100,000 a year, you have a hobby, and if you're not making $1 million, you have a job. Well, all I'm saying is that the whole purpose of being a business owner is to be rich and be free. That's the point. I mean, why else would you get into business? You don't want to work for somebody else, so you start a business so then you don't have to work for somebody else. And literally, then what you do is you just basically create your own wealth, create your own money. So the beautiful thing about being a business owner is like we write our own paychecks. We literally kind of tell people what we do, what we're going to offer to them. And when we make sales or however we're generating income in our businesses, we kind of write our own paychecks. So we work hard. We want to make more money. We don't want to work. We could take weeks off, as long as you make enough income. See me, I like to make 30, 40 grand in a month and then take off a month or two because you don't need any more than that. You really don't. But like a lot of times the reason why business owners never hit the 6-figure income mark and they never hit the $1 million mark is because they don't even have enough business daily to do those numbers. Like in order to do 100K, you got to do 2,000 a week. So whatever your business is, let's just pretend that, and this is way off, but let's say you sell something that's $100 profit though. So you had to sell $200 to make $100 profit on that, right? So then you'd have to sell 20 of those a week. Or you could sell one item. You could sell a $500 item 4 of those a week, or you could sell a $1,000 item 2 of those a week, or you can sell a $2,000 item a week, right? That's it. It's just a numbers game. Now, what most people do is they'll get into a business where they only make a small margin on what they sell. Let's just use a guy that owns like a pizza shop. He only gets a percentage, like a little margin off each pizza sold, and he has to use that income that came in, use a lot of it to go back to pay for the overhead, pay for all the employees, pay for the phones, pay for the internet there in his location, all that overhead, and he has to sell so many pizzas, a lot of pizzas actually, to break even, and then he has to sell even twice that to make a living out of it. So I think when people go into business, they don't really think that far. Right? They don't really think that far. They just think, oh, I just got to start a business, sell some shit, make some money. That's it. No, whatever you sell, you got to sell either a lot of it or you got to sell big chunks of it, right? Like you're either selling a high ticket item and you only got to sell a couple of those a month, or you're selling a freaking, what do you call it? And I just noticed I was looking at myself the whole time instead of looking at the camera. Instead of selling a couple big ticket items, you want to sell a whole bunch of them. Bunch of little items, but the problem with the little items, just so you know, you got to sell a lot, which means you got to do more marketing, you got to do more traffic. So it's just a harder model. I'd rather sell high ticket and sell only a couple, make high margins. Like let's just say real estate, that's just another transaction. You do a couple of real estate deals, or I call them transactions, then boom, 1,000 per transaction. Now you got it. If you do the solar panel business that I'm in, and you work for me, you're going to make 500 to 1,000 per transaction. If you don't, if you actually one of the guys running it, you're going to make anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per transaction. So then the only name of the game is I just got to have so many transactions happening a week. Since we only get 30% up front, and then the other 70 once it's installed, then you got to create a whole database system of people just coming in, getting on, just signing up, right? Even if you got to give away money in the beginning just to get them signed up, because then you got now all these people signed up, maybe made a little bit on that 30% because you had to use some of the money to get that client, whether that's marketing, Facebook ads, or whatever that is. And then when you go from there, now you basically take the rest of it, right, the top, and you wait for the other 70%. But if you keep doing that, you keep worrying about transactions and not worried about selling people, and just worry about we just need 5 of these going every week. Now, when those 70% hit, and they're going to all hit on different times, your bank account's just going to get filled, right? So if you don't want to do the solar panel business with me, something's wrong with you. Because that's the business that I'm doing. That's the future that I'm going into. It's the multi-million-dollar industry. It's a billion-dollar industry overall. It's going to be, but it's multi-million dollars for people that are selling it. Right now, I have opportunity with my cousin, which his name's Junior. He owns CBD stores, Windy City's Botanicals. So again, if I look at his deal and I look at the transactions, look how much money I make per transaction, then how much time I have to put in it, how much resources I'm gonna have to put in it to sell that, then I got to see if that's worth it for me. Because it might be a time suck and not enough money at the up end, but it might be money long term, long run. So my point is this, guys: if you want to be a business owner, you want to stop chasing customers, you got to spend more money on your marketing, you got to spend more money on yourself and your development of learning, not personal development, learning business skills, learning business stuff, reading Forbes magazine, not looking online and watching some stupid guru to tell you the 7 secrets of how to whatever, because I used to sell that shit. So now, but back to the point is, if you're not making a 6-figure income, then what's the point of this business? If you're not making a million, or at least going for a million, or at least that's your end goal to make millions, then why are you in the business, right? It's not worth your time. You're better off just getting a job, get all the benefits without all the headaches. So hopefully you guys learned from this video. Talk to y'all soon.